Hey everyone, welcome back to Car Future Wheels. The 2026 Nissan Frontier is here, and it represents an important step forward for Nissan in the mid-size trucks segment, a category that has become increasingly competitive in recent years. For a long time, the Frontier carried the reputation of being rugged, reliable, but also somewhat dated compared to rivals. With this new model, Nissan has worked hard to modernize the Frontier while keeping its traditional strengths intact. And today we're going to take you through every detail so you can understand exactly what the 2026 Frontier brings to the table. Welcome back to Car Future Wheels, where we dive into the latest cars, trucks, and SUVs with the depth you deserve. Stick with us to the end for a complete review of design, features, performance, and pricing, and let's find out if this truck is really worth your attention. The first thing that strikes you when you approach the 2026 Nissan Frontier is its exterior design. Nissan has clearly chosen an evolutionary approach here rather than reinventing the wheel. The Frontier still looks like a tough, no-nonsense truck, but it's more refined and modern than the outgoing version. Starting at the front, the grille immediately grabs your attention with its bold, squared-off design. Nissan has fitted a larger V-motion grille with a dark mesh pattern and thicker chrome or black accents depending on trim level. The headlights are slimmer and sharper, running seamlessly into the grille, and for 2026 they use Nissan's latest LED projector technology with a distinct daytime running light signature that gives the truck a high-tech face. Lower trims still get halogen lamps, but from the mid-level upwards you'll see full LED treatment. The bumper design emphasizes width and capability, with chunky fog light housings and skid plate-inspired lower panels that hint at off-road toughness. It's a front end that doesn't scream luxury, but it definitely communicates strength. Walking around to the side, you notice that Nissan has kept the Frontier's proportions familiar but more sculpted. The shoulder line is stronger, the wheel arches are slightly squared off, and depending on trim, you'll see anything from 17-inch wheels on work-focused versions to 18 and 20-inch alloys on higher trims and special editions. There's an emphasis on muscularity, with creases along the doors that add tension to the design. Crew cab models carry a nice balance between cabin space and bed size, while king cab configurations maintain a more classic truck silhouette. The overall side profile conveys utility, but Nissan has added just enough detail like blacked-out window trim, optional roof rails, and available step bars to make the truck look polished rather than plain. At the rear, the Frontier continues with its tough persona. The tailgate is stamped boldly with the Frontier name across the middle, making sure everyone knows what you're driving. The taillights, redesigned for 2026, are slimmer and now feature a more modern LED pattern, helping them stand out during night driving. The bumper has integrated steps for easier bed access, a feature that's become almost standard in this segment, and higher trims also integrate parking sensors. One subtle but practical touch is the dampened tailgate, which opens smoothly instead of slamming down. The bed itself continues to offer Nissan's utility track channel system, which gives owners lots of flexibility for tied downs and cargo management. Overall, the rear design is functional but not boring, which is exactly what truck buyers tend to appreciate. Once you step inside, you really start to see how far Nissan has brought the Frontier into the modern era. The interior design strikes a balance between ruggedness and comfort. In base trims, materials are simple but durable, with hard plastics that are meant to withstand years of use. As you move up the trims, you'll find soft touch surfaces, leather upholstery, contrast stitching, and even open-pore style trim that makes the cabin feel more upscale. The dashboard layout is straightforward and driver-focused, with physical buttons and knobs where they matter, particularly for climate control and audio, something truck buyers often prefer over full touchscreen dependency. At the center of the dash sits Nissan's latest infotainment system. Lower trims get an 8-inch touchscreen, while higher trims come with a larger 9-inch display. The system supports both Apple CarPlay and Android Auto as standard, and for 2026, wireless connectivity has been added. Navigation, Wi-Fi hotspot capability, and voice control are available as you step up the range. The instrument cluster is partly analog on entry-level models, with a digital driver information display in between. But on higher trims you get a fully digital 12.3-inch cluster with customizable views, including navigation, off-road data, and driver assistance information. Seating comfort has always been a strength for Nissan thanks to their so-called zero-gravity seats, and the 2026 Frontier continues that tradition. The seats provide excellent support for long drives and come with heating and ventilation options on higher trims. Crew cab versions offer respectable rear legroom, making it possible for adults to sit comfortably in the back, though, as with most midsize trucks, it's still tighter than a full-size pickup. Storage spaces throughout the cabin are practical, with deep door pockets, multiple cup holders, and a large center console box. Nissan has also introduced more USB-C ports for faster charging, as well as a wireless charging pad on premium trims. Under the hood, performance has always been a talking point for the Frontier, and the 2026 model carries forward with the same 3.8-liter V6 engine introduced in the previous generation. This engine produces around 310 horsepower and 281 pound-feet of torque, paired with a 9-speed automatic transmission. This combination gives the Frontier strong acceleration for the class and a smooth driving experience on the road. Rear-wheel drive is standard, but four-wheel drive is available across the lineup. Off-road-focused trims like the PR04X bring upgrades such as skid plates, Bilstein shocks, an electronic locking rear differential, and all-terrain tires, making the Frontier a genuinely capable trail machine. For 2026, Nissan has refined the transmission software for better responsiveness and smoother shifts, particularly during towing or when climbing steep grades. Speaking of towing, the Frontier is rated to handle up to about 6,700 pounds when properly equipped, which places it in the competitive middle of the midsize truck category. Payload capacity is also solid, allowing owners to carry between 1,400 and 1,600 pounds depending on configuration. Fuel economy remains average for the class, with rear-drive models expected to return around 18 to 24 miles per gallon combined, while four-wheel drive models dip slightly lower. Nissan hasn't introduced a hybrid or turbocharged option yet, but there are rumors of electrification down the line as regulations tighten and customer demand shifts. For now, the naturally aspirated V6 remains the workhorse of the lineup. On the safety front, Nissan has continued to expand its Safety Shield 360 suite of driver assistance features. Automatic emergency braking with pedestrian detection, blind spot warning, rear cross-traffic alert, lane departure warning, and high beam assist are all standard. Higher trims or option packages add adaptive cruise control, a 360-degree around view monitor with off-road mode, and traffic sign recognition. These features help make the Frontier more confidence-inspiring both in the city and out on the highway. When it comes to pricing, Nissan has tried to keep the Frontier competitive. The entry-level S trim is expected to start around the low $30,000 range, making it slightly more affordable than some rivals. Moving up to SV trims with more comfort and technology options pushes pricing into the mid-$30,000s, while the PR0X and PR04X off-road trims live in the high $30,000s to low $40,000s depending on equipment. A fully loaded Frontier with leather, premium audio, advanced safety features, and luxury touches can stretch toward the upper $40,000 range, but that still keeps it within reach for many buyers compared to more expensive full-size pickups. If you enjoyed this review and want to stay up to date with the latest in the automotive world, make sure to subscribe to Car Future Wheels and hit that notification bell so you never miss our future videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.